ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, it didn't take me long, did it?
No, it didn't. That's all right.
Oh, get out. Straighten it out.
They just first let back.
Hey, one down!
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I know. For a little bit. This week you gonna be there, man?
Greetings, Panther fans, from right here at the Heber Springs Sports Complex. This is Billy Smallwood coming to you live in the FL Davis East broadcast position. Today we have the Lady Panthers, your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs, are taking on the Dardanelle Lady Sand Lizards. And I apologize for the late start here. We had some connection issues. We're live now, and the Lady Sand Lizards have already, they hit a 2-run home run in the top of the first inning, and they lead it 2-0 here in the top of the second inning. down a bunt, and she is safe at first. No outs here for Lady Sand Lizards.
Okay, Riley. 20. That's still happening?
Yeah.
Sleep over. Good ball.
Number 20, the batter there, is hit by the pitch, and she is safe at first also. That pitch is outside. 1-1 count.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch is low, goes to 1-0. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
Get him started here, Riley. You're ready, 1-8. You're ready.
Testing 1, 2.
All you 1-8. What you got? Go 2-2. Get him started here.
Go, Madison. Started.
You got her 2-2. Here we go.
Hey, Copeland, you ready?
Come on, Mo. On D. Go, Mo. Good work, kid.
Yes, you did. Go ball, 2 strikes.
Okay, go right at her, kid.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Go, Mo.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. All right, Panther fans, we apologize for any inconveniences. We got our audio issues fixed, I believe, and Hope Turney's at bat here for your Lady Panthers. And she squares to bunt and fouls it off the screen back here. Lady Panthers trail 2-0 here to the Dardanelle Lady Sand Lizards in the bottom of the second inning here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. Once again, Billy Smallwood coming to you live from the F.L. Davis Ace broadcast position right here in the press box here. And that pitch is low and in the dirt to Turney for a 1-1 count. Pitch is outside to Turney. 2-1 count here. Count goes to 2-2 here to Turney. Count goes full here to Hope Turney. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here for the Lady Panthers. Here in the bottom of the second inning, trailing 2-0. Here comes the payoff pitch. And it's called strike 3 right there by the umpire as Hope Turney strikes out. And it's heading to the top of the third inning here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. Your Lady Panthers trail the Dardanelle Lady Sand Lizards 2-0. And you're watching and listening Heber Springs Lady Panther Softball on 101.9 The Lake. I want to take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors and boosters for allowing us to bring you the live stream at 101.9 The Lake. AOS Tree Service, First Electric Cooperative, Allen Furniture, Tina Stool with Rock Mortgage Lending, Hook and Ladder Throwing Company, McKenzie Realty, Centennial Bank, First United Methodist Church, Tim Brewer Shelter Insurance, Carissa Clemens with U.S. Bank Home Mortgage, and Eagle Pest Management. Thank you to all these Panther softball boosters for sponsoring today's softball game. So back to action here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. Lady Panthers trail 2-0 here to the Dardanelle Lady Sand Lizards in a hit that's shot over the first baseman there and out to right field and is fielded in as she has a double there, number 17 for the Lady Sand Lizards. We are working on getting lineups here. So number 10 will come to bat now for Dardanelle. All right, Panther fans, so back here, and that is number 10, Reagan Ramsey, that is at the plate now for the Dardanelle Lady Sand Lizards. And she sends a shot to shallow center field, and Birmingham's got it for the out. So one out here for Dardanelle. And that'll bring up number 25, Elizabeth Earnest here for the Lady Sand Lizards. Swing and a miss there from Earnest for an 0-1 count. That pitch is outside, and the runner will get to third. They're going to have a play here, and she's going to be safe. Umpire says she got it under the tag there from Copeland. Great throw by Cantrell there, though, and the count will go to 1-1 here to Elizabeth Earnest. And still one out here for the Lady Sand Lizards. Still leading your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs 2-0 here. And that pitch is in there for a strike. 1-2 count here to the Lady Sand Lizard third baseman. And she sends one to Hudspeth. She rockets over to Barnes at first for the out. So 2 outs here for the Lady Sand Lizards, but a run is brought in by Earnest there. And it is 3-0 now here for the Lady Sand Lizards over your Lady Panthers. That brings up number 4, Grace Mcintyre. And a little shot there to Clemens at second base, but the runner is safe at first. Grace Mcintyre there, the center fielder for the Lady Sand Lizards. So still 2 outs here. The Lady Sand Lizards lead 3-0 over your Lady Panthers. Number 20. We do not have number 20 on the roster here for the Lady Sand Lizards, but she is up to bat here. And the count is 0-1 to her. Swing and a miss there. Count goes to 0-2. Runner on first here for the Lady Sand Lizards. Here comes the pitch. And it catches the batter there on the elbow, it looks like. And she will walk down to first. So Kalia Kane will come up to bat now for the Lady Sand Lizards. Still 2 outs here, leading your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs 3-0 here. Runners on first and second, swing and a miss there from Kane. Count goes to 0-1. Count is 0-2 to Kane here. That pitch is in there from Parker for a ball, and it's a 1-2 count now here to Kane. She shoots one in the gap, and Hudspeth can't get there. So that's going to get 2 runs in here for the Lady Sand Lizards. And now we have a play at first, and she's safe. Runner will go to third. Pardon me, only 1 run scored there for the Lady Sand Lizards. So it's a 4-0 lead here for the Lady Sand Lizards over your Lady Panthers from here at the Heber Springs Sports Complex. Still 2 outs, runners on first and third for the Lady Sand Lizards. And I believe this is number 1, Skylar Ward, up to bat. Runner takes second off the pitch. So runners at second and third now. Count is 0-1. Pardon me, 1-0. Foul ball, Copeland trying to come in and get it, and it bounces off her glove. So no play there, and the count will go to 1-1 here to Skylar Ward. One count. Here comes the pitch, and it's sent out to Birmingham at center field. She tries to come in and get it, but 2 runs are going to score here off the bounce. For the Lady Sand Lizards, they now lead at 6-0 here. That was just a very sharp line drive to Birmingham out there, and she just could not get up fast enough to get it underneath, get it in her glove. So 2 runs come in for the Lady Sand Lizards there. And now Riley Manning comes to the plate for Dardanelle. Runner on first, leading your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs 6-0 here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. The pitch from Parker's in there for a strike for an 0-2 count. That pitch is a ball. Runner goes to second off the pass ball, and the count goes to 1-2 here. That pitch is high. Count goes 2-2. Pitch is outside. Count goes full here. That pitch is low, and she will draw the walk here. As we still have 2 outs here. Number 5, Morgan Parsons, will come to the plate now for Dardanelle. Lady Sand Lizards still lead 6-0 over your Panthers, your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs here. 2 outs for Lady Sand Lizards, and here's the pitch. It's in there for a strike from Parker for an 0-1 count. And it's shot to Clemens there, and she snags it for the 3rd out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning here. Pardon me, the top of the 3rd inning here. And we'll head to the bottom of the 3rd Your Lady Panthers still trail the Lady Sand Lizards of Dardanelle 6-0 here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. You're watching and listening to Heber Springs Lady Panther Softball on 101.9 The Lake. So back to action here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex as your Lady Panthers come to bat here. Jade Adamson comes to the plate now for your Lady Panthers and takes the first pitch for a ball for a 1-0 count. Adamson fouls that one off to the screen here for a 1-1 count here. Adamson sends that one back to the pitcher, and she fires over to first for the first out here. And that will bring up Brooklyn Barnes here for your Lady Panthers. 1 out here for Heber Springs in the bottom of the third inning, trailing the Dardanelle Lady Sand Lizards 6-0 here. That pitch is low in there to Barnes for a 1-0 count. Swing and a miss from Barnes. Count goes to 1-1. Swing and a miss there from Barnes on a pitch that's low for a 1-2 count here. So Barnes still the 1-2 count here. Swing and a miss, and she strikes out for the second out here for the Lady Panthers here in the bottom of the third inning. Emma Reynolds comes to the plate now for Heber Springs. Two outs here for your Lady Panthers, trailing the Dardanelle Lady Sand Lizards 6-0 here. That pitch is in there for a strike. Second pitch is high for a 1-1 count. So swing and a miss there from Reynolds. She strikes out for the third out of the inning here, and we'll head to the top of the fourth inning. Your Lady Panthers trail the Dardanelle Lady Sand Lizards 6-0 here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. You're listening to Heber Springs Lady Panther Softball on 101.9 The Lake. So back to action here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex as the Dardanelle Lady Sand Lizards lead it 6-0 over your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs. And Addison Husbeth takes over in the circle for Heber Springs. And her first pitch is low for a 1-0 count. Swing and a miss there for a 1-1 count here. Swing and a miss there for the strikeout. Husbeth gets the strikeout there of number 17 for the Lady Sand Lizards. We unfortunately do not have a lineup anymore, as we had a lineup, but it was not the correct one, so we are trying to get a new one, and we will go forward from there. So a swing and a miss there from number 10 here, and count goes 0-1. That pitch is outside. Count goes to 1-1 here. Swings and shoots that one foul to the screen here. Count goes 2-2 here. Here comes a 2-2 pitch from Hudspeth. Swing and a miss. And she gets the second strikeout here of the top of the 4th inning. So 2 outs here now for the Lady Sand Lizards. Still a 6-0 lead here for Dardanelle over your Lady Panthers. But so far, Hudspeth has struck out both batters so far. And here comes number 25 into the batter's box for the Lady Sand Lizards, and she shoots that one foul. 0-1 count. That pitch is in the dirt. Count goes to 1-1. That one's hit out to Turney in right field, and she gathers it and shoots it back in. So the batter has a single here for the Lady Sand Lizards. And we're going to have a meeting here between Coach Dusty West and the umpire here. All right, so after a lengthy discussion here, it looks like we are getting ready to come back to action here. So Taylor Parker will step into the batter's box here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Your Lady Panthers trail at 6-0 here to the Dardanelle Lady Sand Lizards. Swing and a miss there from Parker for a 0-1 count. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Parker. She swings and fouls that one back. Comes the 0-2 pitch to Taylor Parker. It's inside. Count goes to 1-2. Parker sends that one out to the gap, and it's going to get down. It hits the wall, and she's going to have a double here for the Lady Panthers right here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Great job by Taylor Parker there. And that brings up Valley Cantrell. So after Parker's double there, here comes the catcher for the Lady Panthers to the plate now. See if she can drive in Parker here from second base here. Here comes the pitch to Cantrell. She bunts and fouls it off for a 0-1 count. Comes the 0-1 pitch to Cantrell. She lays the bunt, and she misses. Count goes to 0-2. That pitch is outside, and Parker gets to third. So 1-2 count here to Cantrell, and Parker makes it all the way to third base. No outs here for the Lady Panthers here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Still trailing 6-0 here to Dardanelle. Swing and a miss from Cantrell as she strikes out. So that's the first out here for the Lady Panthers. And that will bring up Addison Hudspeth here. With Parker on third. One out here for the Lady Panthers. Comes a pitch to Hudspeth. She tries to lay down a bunt. Fouls it off for a 0-1 count. Count goes 0-2 here to Hudspeth. That pitch is in the dirt for a 1-2 count now here to Addison. Comes a 1-2 pitch. Husband shoots that one into the gap between second and short. And the Lady Panthers are going to play to run here as Parker comes in to score from third. And Hudspeth gets a single there for Heber Springs. And now it is a 6-1 ball game here. Still in favor of the Lady Sand Lizards. Riley Birmingham will come to the plate now for your Lady Panthers. Runner on first and only one out here. And she's going to shoot one foul for an 0-1 count. Birmingham swings and the second baseman gathers it. Fires over to first for the second out. Hudspeth is safe at second. So 2 outs here for the Lady Panthers in the bottom of the 4th inning. Still trailing 6-1 here to the Dardanelle Lady Sand Lizards. As number 22, Madison Clemens, comes to the plate now for Heber Springs. The Lady Panther second baseman comes to the plate now here with 2 outs and a runner on second. Trailing 6-1 to Dardanelle, and the pitch is in there for a 1-0 count to Clemens. Here comes a 1-0 pitch to Madison. It's in there, first strike, 1-1 count here. That pitch is high to Clemens. Count goes to 2-1 here. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. It's low for a 3-1 count here to Clemens. That pitch is low, and Clemens draws a walk here, and Lady Panthers now have runners at first and second here, as Hope Turney will come to the plate now here for Heber Springs. Still in the bottom of the 4th inning, Dardanelle still leads over your Lady Panthers 6-1 here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. So Hope Turney will step in here. 2 outs and a runner on runners on first and second here for the Lady Panthers. And that pitch is high and outside to Turney for a 1-0 count. That pitch is high. Oh, umpire says she went, so count goes to 1-1 here to Hope. That pitch is outside. 2-1 count here to Turney. So back to action. Hope Turney steps in here with a 2-1 count. 2 outs for the Lady Panthers. Runners on first and second. Here comes the pitch. It's in there. First strike. 2-2 count now here to Hope Turney. That pitch is low to Turney. Count will go full here. So full count here to Hope Turney. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here for the Lady Panthers in the bottom of the 4th inning, trailing the Dardanelle Lady Sand Lizards 6-1. Runners on first and second. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss from Turney. She strikes out. And that's the 3rd out of the inning here as we head to the top of the 5th inning here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. Your Lady Panthers trail the Dardanelle Lady Sand Lizards 6-1 here. You're listening to Heber Springs Lady Panther Softball on 101.9 The Lake. All right, so back to action here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. Billy Smallwood coming to you live from the F.L. Davis Ace broadcast position. And we are in the top of the 5th inning here. The Dardanelle Lady Sand Lizards lead it 6-1 over your Lady Panthers here. Here comes the pitch from Hudspeth. It's in there for a strike to number 2 for the Lady Sand Lizards. Once again, we want to apologize that we do not have a lineup for the Lady Sand Lizards. That pitch is high for a 1-1 count. Swing and a miss there for a strike for a 1-2 count here. Count goes 2-2 here. Full count here. So the roster we were given here does not seem to be very accurate as well. Number 4, Grayson Mcintyre will come to bat now here for the Lady Sand Lizards. So Mcintyre is hit by the pitch there. And that will bring up number 1, Skylar Ward here for the Lady Sand Lizards. Runners on first and second here for Dardanelle. No outs in the top of the 5th inning here. Count is 1-0 here to Skylar Ward. And we're going to have a player at third, but she is safe. So count is 2-1 here to Skylar Ward. Runners on second and third for the Lady Sand Lizards as she fouls that one off for a 2-2 count. So 2-2 count here to Skylar Ward. And that pitch is low. The umpire says ball 4 there, so runners will have bases loaded here. As Riley Manning will step to the plate now here for the Lady Sand Lizards. Bases loaded here for Dardanelle. No outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Leading 6-1 here over your Lady Panthers. So here comes the first pitch to Manning. And she swings and shoots it out to Reynolds in left field, and she can't make the play. And a run's going to come in there and score for Dardanelle. It's 7-1 now here. Just a soft little shot right out there to left field from Manning there. And Reynolds playing as deep as she is out there. That's just a tough play to make there. So a run comes in to score here for Dardanelle in the top of the 5th, and it's 7-1 now here. Lady Sand Lizards lead your Lady Panthers. So number 5, Morgan Parsons, steps to the plate now here for Dardanelle. Bases are still loaded. No outs here for Dardanelle. And that pitch is high for a 2-0 count. Swing and a miss there from Parsons. 2-1 count here. Parsons swings and shoots that one foul. Out and out of play. Count stays at 2-2 here to Parsons. No outs here for the Lady Sand Lizards. Bases loaded, and she fouls another one off. Stays alive at 2-2. Parsons fouls another one off. Count stays at 2-2 here. foul there from Parsons. That pitch is low for a full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Morgan Parsons. Bases loaded here for the Lady Sandlizards. No outs. The top of the 5th inning. Leading your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs 7-1. Here comes the payoff pitch, and she fouls another one off. Swing and a miss there from Parsons, and Hudspeth will get a strikeout here for the first out of the inning here in the top of the 5th inning. And number 17, Pfeiffer Fleming, will come to the plate now here for Dardanelle. Bases are still loaded, but only 1 out here. Lady Sandlizards still lead 7-1 here over your Lady Panthers. And she's going to shoot that one past Clemens at second base, and 2 runs are going to come in here and score for the Lady Sandlizards. It is now a 9-1 ball game here. 3 runs have come across here for the Lady Sandlizards in the top of the 5th inning. Runners will be at first and second now. And still only 1 out here for Dardanelle. So Reagan Ramsey, number 10, Reagan Ramsey will step to the plate now here for the Lady Sandlizards. Runners on first and second, 1 out here. And she shoots that one foul for an 0-1 count. So 0-1 count here to Reagan Ramsey. Runners on first and second for the Dardanelle Lady Sandlizards. 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning, and they lead it 9-1 over your Lady Panthers. And that one's hit right to Clemens, and she snags it and tries to fire it over to Barnes at first and get the double play. Now we're going to have a play at third here. And it goes under Copeland's glove, and she grabs it over near the dugout and fires it back to Hudspeth in the mound. Fleming is able to get to second there off the pass ball, and we have runners at second and third now for the Lady Sandlizards. Great play right there by Madison Clemens, as that was just a laser shot right to her. So 1-0 count here to Brianna Shannon. Two outs here in the top of the 5th inning for the Lady Sandlizards. And she chops that one foul for a 1-1 count here. So 1-1 count here to Brianna Shannon for the Lady Sandlizards, and she chops that one foul as well for a 1-2 count. Runners on second and third. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Hudspeth. It's low for a ball. 2-2 count here to Brianna Shannon. So we'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Your Lady Panthers trail 9-1 here to the Lady Sand Lizards from right here at the Heber Springs Sports Complex. We want to take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you the live stream here. Ed LeSean, State Farm Insurance, Eagle Bank, Jet Fast Motor Brokers, Hopper Termite Pest Control, First National Bank, Sugarloaf Medical Clinic, Arkansas Vacation Rentals, Angie's Hideaway, Lakeview Pond, and Southridge Village Nursing and Rehab, Heber Springs. Thank you to these Panther Softball boosters for sponsoring today's live stream. So back to action here in the bottom of the 5th inning as Jade Adamson steps in for your Lady Panthers, trailing 9-1 here to the Lady Sand Lizards of Dardanelle. And here comes the pitch to Adamson. It's in there, first strike for a 0-1 count. Oh, 0-2 count here to Adamson. Swing and a miss there from Adamson, and she strikes out for the first out of the inning here. And that brings up Brooklyn Barnes here, the first baseman for the Lady Panthers. One out here for Heber Springs in the bottom of the 5th, still trailing 9-1 to the Lady Sand Lizards. Here comes the pitch to Barnes. It's in there for a strike for a 0-1 count. Second pitch to Barnes, swing and a miss. 0-2 count here. Barnes swings and shoots out to the shortstop. It gets past her. So Barnes will have a single here. Lady Panthers will have a runner at first with only one out here. And Gracie Parrish will come into bat here for the Lady Panthers. One out here for Heber Springs in the bottom of the 5th inning, trailing the Lady Sand Lizards 9-1 here. So steps in Parrish, and here comes the first pitch. It's outside for a 1-0 count. Strike there to Parrish. Count goes to 1-1 here. Shoots that one to the shortstop. She fires over to first for the second out. Barnes scoots to second. And the Lady Panthers will have a runner at second here. 2 outs, though, here in the bottom of the 5th. And Taylor Parker will come up to bat for Heber Springs. So 2 outs here, and here comes Parker. That pitch is low for a 1-0 count here to Taylor. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. Parker swings and misses for a 1-1 count here. Parker swings and hits that one to the third baseman, and she fires over to first and gets her out for the third out of the inning here. We will head to the top of the 6th inning here. Your Lady Panthers trail the Sand Lizards. The Lady Sand Lizards have Dardanelle 9-1 here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. You're watching and listening Heber Springs Lady Panther Softball on 101.9 The Lake. So back to action here is number 25, Elizabeth Earnest. Steps in for the Lady Sand Lizards and takes a strike for an 0-1 count here from Hudspeth in the top of the 6th. That pitch is outside for a 1-1 count here to Earnest. Here comes a 1-0 pitch from Hudspeth. Swing. And fouled that one off from Earnest for a 1-2 count. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Hudspeth. It's outside. 2-2 count here to Earnest. Earnest sends that one foul over towards Copeland at third. Count will be 2-2 here to Elizabeth Earnest. No outs here for the Lady Sand Lizards. Top of the 6th inning, leading your Lady Panthers of Heber Springs 9-1 here. And that pitch skips in the dirt there from Hudspeth for a full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Elizabeth Earnest. That pitch is also in the dirt. So Earnest will take a walk here down to first. And the Lady Sand Lizards will have a runner at first here with no outs in the top of the 6th inning. And number 2, that's right, number 2 is the player we do not have on our roster here. That pitch is low in there for a 1-0 count. She fouls that one off for a 1-1 count here. Fouls that one off. Count goes to 1-2 here. That pitch is low for a ball. 2-2 count here. She rockets that one to Hudspeth. She fires back over to Barnes at first, and they get the double play. Great job by Hudspeth right there, firing. Pardon me, that was Parker at short there. And she gathered it and fired it back to Barnes at first. The Lady Panthers get the double play there, and now they twin kill the Lady Sand Lizards. So 2 outs here for Dardanelle in the top of the 6th inning. They still lead at 9-1 over your Lady Panthers as Grace Mcintyre will step back into the plate for Dardanelle. So McIntyre sends one out to Turney out in right field, and she gets it lost in the sun, it looks like, and it falls to the ground, and McIntyre is safe at first. So the Lady Sand Lizards have another runner on base, and a runner at first here for, let's see who this is. I believe it's Skylar Ward here. And yes, Skylar Ward comes to the batter's box for the Lady Sand Lizards. Count goes to 1-0 here. Still 2 outs for Dardanelle here in the top of the 6th inning after the great play made there by Taylor Parker at shortstop. Count goes to 2-0 here to Skylar Ward. Swing and a miss there from Ward, and count will go to 2-1 here. Ward sends that one out in the gap between Birmingham and Turney out in right center field, and that's going to get a run in for the Lady Sand Lizards. It is now a 10-1 ball game here. And number 19, Riley Manning, comes back to the batter's box for the Lady Sand Lizards. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. The Lady Sand Lizards have a runner on second, and they lead your Lady Panthers 10-1 here as Manning steps in. And sends that one foul for an 0-1 count. That pitch is low to Manning. 1-1 count here. Manning pops that one up, and Clemens gets it over there in foul territory. She made the catch, and that is the third out here. Great job by Clemens to track it all the way into foul territory, then make the play. So the Lady Sand Lizards are turned away here from another run being scored, and it is still 10-1 here in favor of Dardanelle over your Lady Panthers. As we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, you're listening and watching Heber Springs Lady Panther Softball on 101.9 The Lake. So back to action here in the bottom of the 6th inning from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. Your Lady Panthers trail the Dardanelle Lady Sand Lizards 10-1 here as Valley Cantrell comes to the plate now here for Heber Springs. Morgan Parsons in the circle for the Lady Sand Lizards. She's ready, and she deals to Cantrell. And that swing and a miss there from Cantrell for an 0-1 count. Pitch is high to Valley. 1-1 count here to the Lady Panther catcher. She hits that one under both of the first and second baseman's gloves there. And Cantrell will be safe at first. As Addison Hudspeth will step in now for Heber Springs. Runner on first here for the Lady Panthers. No outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning, trailing the Lady Sand Lizards of Dardanelle 10-1 here. That pitch is low to Hudspeth, 1-0 count. Swing and a miss there from Addison. 1-1 count here. Hudspeth swings and misses. Cantrell will take first. Cantrell will go down to second. And she is safe, so a runner will be at second now for the Lady Panthers. And Hudspeth has a 1-2 count here. Here comes the pitch. Hudspeth hits that one to the shortstop. She tries to gather it. She gathers and fires at first. And Hudspeth is out at first. Cantrell gets to third safely. Only one out here for the Lady Panthers. And Riley Birmingham will come to the plate now for Heber Springs. So one out here for the Lady Panthers as Riley Birmingham steps in. Cantrell's at third. Birmingham lays down a perfect bunt that will get Cantrell in, and she's going to be out at first, but she did her job as the Lady Panthers score another run here to make it 10-2. Great job laying down the sack bunt right there from Riley Birmingham. So two outs here for the Lady Panthers as Madison Clemens will step back into the batter's box for Heber Springs. It is a 10-2 ball game here in favor of the Dardanelle Lady Sand Lizards. And Clemens swings and misses at the first pitch for an 0-1 count. That one bounces in the dirt. 1-1 count here to Madison. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. It's outside. 2-1 count here to Clemens. Pitch is low to Clemens. 3-1 count here. Still two outs here for the Lady Panthers. Trailing 10-2 here to the Lady Sand Lizards. Your Lady Panthers trail the Dardanelle Lady Sand Lizards 10-2 here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. You're listening and watching Heber Springs Lady Panther Softball on 101.9 The Lake. So we head to the top of the seventh inning here, and Morgan Parsons is going to be safe at first here. And number 17, Pfeiffer Fleming, will step in now for the Lady Sand Lizards. A runner on first, as we got a courtesy runner there for Parsons. Lady Sand Lizards still lead 10-2 here in the top of the seventh over your Lady Panthers. Runner on first. Pfeiffer Fleming coming to the plate now here for Dardanelle. Pitch is in there for a ball for a 1-0 count. Swing and a miss there from Fleming. And the runner will go to second there. So count will be 2-1 here to Fleming for the Lady Sand Lizards. A runner on second here for Dardanelle. No outs in the top of the 7th inning. Still leading over your Lady Panthers 10-2 here. That one's high to Fleming. 3-1 count here. Fleming fouls that one off. 3-2 count here. Fleming hits that one to Clemens at second. She fires over to Barnes at first for the out. So 1 out here for the Lady Sand Lizards in the top of the 7th inning. As number 10, Reagan Ramsey, heads to the plate now here for the Lady Sand Lizards. 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning, leading over the Lady Panthers of Heber Springs. And she's going to hit that one into the gap, right past second base, and that's going to score another run for the Lady Sand Lizards. It is now 11-2 here in favor of Dardanelle. And that brings in Brianna Shannon. Runner on first here for the Lady Sand Lizards, leading 11-2 here now over Heber Springs. 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. And Shannon will step in here. And here comes a pitch from Hudspeth. It's low for a 1-0 count. Shannon fouls that one off. Count goes to 1-1 here. That pitch is inside. 2-1 count here. And there is a foul over there to Barnes, and she's out. So 2 outs here now for the Lady Sand Lizards here in the top of the 7th inning. And number 25, Elizabeth Earnest, steps back in for the Lady Sand Lizards. Chops that one foul back to the screen for a 0-1 count. Earnest chops that one foul back to the screen also. Count goes to 0-2. Earnest fouls another one off. Count stays 0-2 here. Earnest pops that one up, and it's out of play. Earnest shoots one out to the gap. And that is a home run for Elizabeth Earnest as she clears the fence there. And it is now a 13-2 ball game here in favor of the Lady Sand Lizards. So still 2 outs here for the Lady Sand Lizards here in the top of the 7th inning here. After a 2-run bomb there by Elizabeth Earnest. And now we're going to have a little blooper out to Parker at short from Kane. And that is the 3rd out. So we will head to the final frame of the ball game here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Your Lady Panthers trail the Lady Sand Lizards of Dardanelle 13-2 here. You're watching and listening to Heber Springs Lady Panther Softball on 101.9 The Lake. So we head to the bottom of the 7th inning here from the Heber Springs Sports Complex. Billy Smallwood coming to you live from the F.L. Davis Ace broadcast position as Hope Turney will lead off the bottom of the 7th inning for your Lady Panthers. Parsons in the circle for the Lady Sand Lizards. She's got the sign. She deals to Turney. Turney goes halfway. Umpire says she goes. So count goes to 0-1 here to Hope Turney. That pitch is also in there for a strike to Turney. Count goes to 0-2. That pitch is outside. Count goes to 1-2 here to Hope Turney. Swing and a miss there from Turney as she strikes out for the first out of the bottom of the 7th inning here for the Lady Panthers. So Grace Copeland steps in now for Heber Springs, and she offers a bunt. And that pitch is a ball for a 1-0 count here. Copeland offers a bunt. She fouls that one off. Count goes to 1-1 here to the Lady Panther third baseman. Lady Panthers trailing 13-2 here to the Lady Sand Lizards of Dardanelle. One out here for the Lady Panthers in the bottom of the 7th. Copeland offers a bunt. Here comes the pitch from Parsons. She pulls back and takes it for a ball for a 2-1 count. Swing and a miss there from Copeland. Count will go 2-2 here. That pitch is high to Copeland. Count goes full here to Grace. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Only one out here for the Lady Panthers in the bottom of the 7th. And that pitch is right down the middle for strike 3 to Copeland as she strikes out for the second out here in the bottom of the 7th. That brings back Brooklyn Barnes here for the Lady Panthers as she will have the last chances, possibly, for Heber Springs. Here comes a pitch from Parsons. Count goes to 1-0 here to Barnes. Swing and a miss there from Barnes. Count will go 1-1 here. Barnes sends that one over to the third baseman. She fires over to first, and that's going to be your ball game here as the Dardanelle Lady Sandlizards will take a 13-2 win over your Lady Panthers here of Heber Springs. We want to thank everybody for tuning in to the live stream on our YouTube and Facebook pages. Make sure you go to our YouTube and Facebook 101.9 The Lake pages and hit the bells and notifications to get notified every time we go live. So for Billy Smallwood and Billy Morgan, Allie Sugg, and everybody at 101.9 The Lake, we want to thank you for tuning in to our live stream. We'll have baseball or softball for you Thursday on the live stream from right here on our YouTube and Facebook pages. So we will see you then. Thank you, Panther fans, and everybody else for tuning in.